the news starts with breaking news.
Good afternoon, everyone. Breaking now, as expected, new cases of coronavirus have just been announced in our area. Thanks for joining us. I'm Peggy Finnegan.
And I'm Gordon Lesh. Here are the latest numbers on the spread of the virus. The Allegheny County Health Department confirmed there have been 48 positive cases. That's a jump of 8 from yesterday, with 6 patients in the hospital. The health department says it expects there are more cases not yet in the system. The state health department says 7 cases listed are in Washington County, 4 in Westmoreland, and 3 in Beaver County, and 1 each in Butler and Fayette counties. And in the past hour, we learned all Beaver County school districts have extended the school shutdown until April 13th. Also, no stimulus bill yet. Democrats blocked the vote last night on a $2 trillion economic rescue package, saying it doesn't do enough to help the American people and instead helps big corporations. A vote is scheduled for this afternoon.
And more breaking news. Senator Amy Klobuchar has tweeted her husband has coronavirus. She says not being by his side is one of the hardest things. She says she's praying for him and will do all she can to get help to the American people. A Pitt student living on campus has tested positive for the coronavirus. The student was living in one of the residence halls and is now in isolation at home. The university says that it is cleaning and notifying people who had contact with that student. A Carnegie Mellon University student has also tested positive for COVID-19. According to the Trib, the student was tested last Monday on campus after returning from spring break. That student is now in self-isolation in an off-campus house. And a shuttle bus driver at Robert Morris University tested positive for COVID-19. The operator works for the Pittsburgh Transportation Group. His most recent shifts were just last weekend. RMU is asking any student with symptoms to see a doctor. 5 Pittsburgh firefighters are also in self-isolation just as a precaution. 3 of them recently traveled out of the country. The city says one has symptoms, another one has a compromised immune system. The firefighters are being screened every day, but no one has been tested.
Authorities are now enforcing Governor Wolf's order to shut down all non-life-sustaining businesses. The closure order from the governor is meant to slow the spread of the coronavirus. It will be enforced by a number of departments, not only local and state police, but the Department of Health, Department of Agriculture, and the Liquor Control Board. State police officials say that they want to see business owners voluntarily comply, and they will use discretion, but businesses that refuse could face criminal penalties, including fines, license suspensions, even jail time. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh police tell us they will respond to complaints if businesses do not comply. Officers will investigate and potentially file a report to follow up on. As a reminder, stores that can stay open include grocery stores, gas stations, and pharmacies, but things like department stores, barbershops, and nail salons have to close, and some restaurants are open but only for takeout. A stay-at-home order is now in effect in Philadelphia to help slow the spread. The mayor issued the order because he says not enough people are taking the threat of the virus seriously. And Ohio's governor also issued a stay-at-home order. The governor says there is nothing in the order he hasn't already talked about. Some of the exceptions include getting food, prescriptions, or medical care, as well as going to essential jobs. Outdoor activities like walking your dog, and running are also okay, as long as social distancing is practiced.
The Surgeon General says Americans are not taking the stay-at-home message seriously. He says people need to act as though they already have coronavirus to prevent the spread. And he sent a reminder that young people are at risk as well.
Everyone needs to act as if they have the virus right now. So test or no test, we need you to understand you could be spreading it to someone else, or you could be getting it from someone else. Stay at home.
When asked about the Defense Production Act, the Surgeon General says that many companies are already heeding the call, making protective equipment for medical workers around the clock.
A big shipment of protective masks is on the way to help the Pittsburgh region in the fight against coronavirus. The Highmark Health and Highmark Health Network teamed up with MSA Safety to get a shipment of 65,000 N95 protective masks. They say they'll now work with local hospitals to figure out a plan to distribute them. They'll also work with Allegheny County to see how they can help first responders and EMS crews. President Trump is deploying the National Guard to help fight coronavirus in New York, California, and Washington state. But healthcare workers are warning of an unfolding medical crisis and are begging for protective gear. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez is outside a hospital in Brooklyn with new information.
Doctors and nurses coast to coast tell us the situation is critical.
In some areas like surgical masks, we're virtually down to zero.
Despite government promises, they're desperate for protective gear and say time is running out.
We're about 10 days away from our public health system not being able to support coronavirus patients sufficiently for lack of equipment and supplies.
In New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo is asking hospitals to expand their capacity by 50%. The state is turning 4 sites, including the massive Javits Convention Center in Manhattan, into temporary medical facilities to deal with the expected surge of new patients. Governor Cuomo is also calling on the federal government to use the Defense Production Act to order companies to make more ventilators and masks. Right now, he says there's rampant price gouging.
There are masks that we were paying 85 cents for. We're now paying $7. Why? Because I'm competing against every other state and in some cases against other countries around the world.
On the front lines, healthcare workers say they're in dire need.
We just did another national survey of our nurses as of March 20th. 55% still say they don't have access to N95 respirators on their unit.
There's a fear of contagion. They're doing their best to protect themselves, but this virus is crazy contagious.
Dr. Michael Sack from Alabama is among those who have already tested positive for COVID-19.
There's a fear of being overwhelmed. Everyone's trying to do the right thing, but if we don't get control of this quickly, like in the next 2 to 3, 4 weeks, our hospital systems will be overwhelmed and our healthcare workers will be burning the candle at both ends.
President Trump says his preference is to not use the Defense Production Act because private companies are stepping up instead.
The concept of nationalizing our business is not a good concept.
GM, Ford, and Tesla are offering to help make ventilators. Apple CEO Tim Cook says the company is donating millions of masks, while Hanes says it's retrofitting some of its facilities to make them. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, New York.
The Pittsburgh Zoo's parking lot is now being used as a testing site. About 300 tests are available. The Central Outreach Wellness Center will keep on testing until the kits run out. Testing got underway about an hour ago. You do not need a referral or prescription to receive testing.
What that means is targeted testing. We're looking for people who have travel history to endemic areas, travel history to places where the hotbeds are. New York City, Boston, people that have recently traveled within the last 2-3 weeks that also have symptoms.
They've been testing on the north side in Aliquippa and Washington since last week. So far, just 7 of around 900 tests have come back positive. Anyone who arrives for testing is asked to bring a photo ID and an insurance card. The testing at the zoo runs from now until 4 p.m.
A growing number of stores are dedicating their first hour of business for those most at risk, including Giant Eagle. All Giant Eagle and Market District stores will open an hour early to customers who are 60 and older, disabled, or immune compromised. The doors will open at 6 a.m. Monday through Wednesday for these groups. The stores will not be checking IDs for confirmation, but they ask that other customers respect this dedicated hour. Normal hours run from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. As business shutdowns continue to hurt families financially, the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is stepping in to help, giving away hundreds of meals to those in need today. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer reports from the Kennywood parking lot.
Boxes of frozen foods and dry foods were handed out to hundreds of folks in need today, some of them struggling to make ends meet and unable to earn a paycheck. The line of cars wrapped around the parking lot and onto the roadway as hundreds showed up and early in need of food for their families amidst the coronavirus pandemic. The giveaway at the Kennywood parking lot was run by the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank Monday morning, with volunteers braving the rain to assist and police helping with traffic control. Each recipient was asked to put their trunk up so workers could load a box of frozen food and dry food while avoiding physical contact.
And we have people coming from all over the place, and we have our regular folks that visit our normal distributions, but we also have people who have either had their hours cut back or they've been furloughed because they have to shelter in place. So we're happy to help new folks coming in and our families that we've been serving all along.
We just couldn't make it without this food bank. It's that important.
And more food will be handed out from 4 to 6 tonight, same location. Hear more from someone in need coming up tonight at 5. At Kennywood, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
There is mounting pressure to postpone the Tokyo Olympics until next year. The IOC president says holding the games in July is neither feasible nor desirable. And Sunday night, Canada became the first country to say they will not send a team if the games are held this year. Australia quickly did the same. A decision is expected in the next 4 weeks. Japan's prime minister says postponing the Tokyo Olympics may be unavoidable. There is also a lot to keep up on, so we've set up a special section for you on the coronavirus on our WPXI News app. We're going to have all the developing information from state and federal health officials, and you can read about ways people are coming up with to stay connected.
New at noon, AHN's neighborhood hospital in Brentwood is now open to patients. The facility opened this morning at the corner of Route 51 and Greenlee Road. The hospital has a 24/7 emergency department and a 10-bed inpatient unit for observation and short stays. It is closely tied with AHN's Jefferson Hospital and city hospitals if a patient needs more serious care. Oh, we had some steady rain this morning, and some of you are still seeing some heavy rain out there.
Meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking it for us in Severe Weather Center 11.
Hi, guys. Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar detecting some really heavy rain in spots, and that's going to be south of Pittsburgh and out to the east. I want to zoom in on some of those areas, that is, of heavy rainfall. That's going to be around Bethel Park and just around North Strabane, Washington. Actually have had some clouds around lightning showing up. You can see the latest lightning bolts near North Strabane and Washington. So if you have been hearing thunder, that's what we are detecting right now. Some light rain still in Pittsburgh, heavy rain east of Indiana and south and east of Greensburg, all the way through eastern Westmoreland County, getting in on some really heavy rain at this time. And this is all pushing off to the east, so I want to expand the view, and we'll show you that here. Gradually, this will take place over the next couple of hours, so we are going to be seeing some areas of heavy rain, and we can't entirely rule out some of that cloud to ground lightning. So watch for some ponding on the roads if you do have to head into work today. Keep in mind there's going to be a few light showers that come in from the west this afternoon, but the steadiest is pushing out as we speak. Temperatures, I'm going to let you know where they're going to finish later on today and what you can expect into your Tuesday morning coming up in my forecast.
Don't want to see what's happening here happening in the United States.
An American nurse on duty in Italy has an eye-opening warning for people ignoring recommendations from health officials.
More and more Americans are shopping online. For many, it's safer, they think, than going to the store, but it certainly isn't risk-free. The workers who say they're putting their lives on the line.
And students out of school, some with no access to food. The local businesses pitching in to make sure no one goes hungry.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on... brings you weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Let me get you prepared for the week.
Now we've expanded our weather to help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Pittsburgh Public Schools says thousands of children in the greater Pittsburgh area are now without school lunches. That explains why so many people showed up at the Oakmont Bakery for free sandwiches this morning. 10,000 sandwiches were available, and they gave them away, all of them, in just the first 2 hours.
Yeah, several businesses and groups pitched in to help, and Channel 11's Mike Holden has more on the message volunteers are sending out.
The ultimate goal out here is to make sure no one goes hungry during this time of uncertainty with the coronavirus. It took a small army of volunteers to make this a reality, but they say it's a true gift to the Pittsburgh community.
So I'm on 20.
I live in 80 for this white car right here.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
Fred Rogers' message of kindness radiated through Oakmont today. Ann Boyd choked back tears as volunteers and workers filled up her car at the 10,000 Sandwiches food drive in Oakmont Bakery's parking lot. This food is crucial, especially for the children who aren't sure where they may get their next meal.
I'm taking 300 sandwiches and milk to the youth in Sharpsburg at the Youth Empowerment Center, Roots of Faith, and Family Worship Center.
How many? Around 7:30 this morning, cars started wrapping around the beloved bakery. The Chafin Luhanna Foundation spearheaded the kindness movement. The idea came about after realizing the critical need Pittsburgh Public School students and other folks have right now. Attorney Eric Chafin created a team of local nonprofits and businesses to make this a reality.
I mean, it's been quite a process. I mean, we got 2,500 pounds of lunch meat delivered.
Where are they going?
Great car. Workers successfully completed the job by social distancing, wearing gloves, and never having any hand-to-hand contact. Tony Sorreo says it's been a lot of long days of work and planning, but seeing the end results is the most rewarding, and that's what Pittsburgh is all about.
And all we wanted to do was shine a little bit of light during this very dark time, and I feel like we've accomplished that so far today.
And 412 Food Rescue was also taking part in this mission, picking up sandwiches and then delivering them to anyone who can't make it out here to Oakmont. Reporting in Oakmont, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Breaking now, multiple members of the state legislature, including Speaker of the House Mike Turzai, are posting on Facebook that a stay-at-home order will be issued for Allegheny County at 2 this afternoon. Turzai posted that it will go into effect at 8 tonight and will be in effect for 2 weeks. People can continue to work if they are on the life-sustaining business list or have received a waiver. We'll be working to find out much more throughout this newscast.
All students in the North Allegheny schools are starting remote learning today. Middle and high school students will use the Blackboard program to access assignments. Teachers will hold office hours online for students who need help. And Deer Lake students will start learning from home on Wednesday. The superintendent says these are mandatory school days. Teachers will assess students' work based on the curriculum.
The local burger chain Burgatory is shutting down all 9 of its locations for the time being. That means no delivery and no takeout. Our partners at the Trib learned a company executive has symptoms of COVID-19. So the company says it will use the downtime to deep clean and sanitize each restaurant.
Nearly 1 million delivery drivers are on the job nationwide to make sure what we order gets to us as fast as possible. But many of them and their co-workers at warehouses say they don't feel safe because they're still forced to work near one another.
No soap, no hand sanitizer, there's no cleanliness at all. But we're essential. Now they're telling us we're essential.
Both UPS and FedEx told NBC News they take employee safety seriously and require equipment to be cleaned regularly. If you are worried, doctors say leave your deliveries outside for 24 hours if you can. Wear gloves when you do bring it inside and then throw that box away as soon as you open it.
You're
your severe winter Team 11 forecast.
Taking a look at our storm tracker Doppler 11 radar, we do have that rain that is continuing across parts of the area, Pittsburgh included, and some of that heaviest rain is to the south and the east right now as we zoom in once again around the Washington area, Amwell, Nottingham, seeing that heavier rain, and we have had some lightning in Washington County. Also, southern Allegheny County getting in on some heavy downpours. Indiana, the same all the way out toward Ligonier. We have some moderate downpours in parts of Armstrong County, South Mahoning seeing some of that wet weather as well, and this is all trending toward the east with time, and we do have a few very light showers behind the steadier rain. You can see those there in eastern Ohio, even one there in Butler County, so we can't entirely rule out a stray passing shower for the rest of the afternoon. Some of the heaviest, though, is pushing out of the area, and it is in those regions east of Pittsburgh and where we could be dealing with a little bit of lightning mixed in as well for the rest of the day today. Temperatures are in the lower 40s with the exception of Indiana. It's 37 degrees there, 41 in Greensburg, it's 43 in Pittsburgh. Today's high up to about 48, where we're going to be tracking those showers and occasional lightning, and we are looking at a wind that's going to shift around to the northwest right around 5 to 15 miles per hour, so a slight breeze later on today. Tonight we're in for a cold night, colder than what we had out there this morning, which was a low near 40. We're looking at 34 degrees with a north-northwest wind at 3 to 8 miles per hour, so it stays cloudy overnight and into tomorrow morning with some areas of fog setting up, which could limit visibility in the morning tomorrow. Here's a look at our storm tracker maps. This is 2:30. You're going to notice a little bit of green still showing up, and again, that's that chance for a few passing showers I mentioned for late day today. The weather system ultimately will clear out by evening, so that's when we're really going to see the rain chances go away, and then overnight tonight you can see into tomorrow morning how cloudy it is. That's 5:30 a.m. Areas of fog will give way to the fog lifting and a little sun coming out throughout the afternoon. So we're going to call it partly sunny, which means more clouds in the morning and then more sunshine coming out in the afternoon. If you want to get some fresh air, we are advising that you have the sunglasses on for the afternoon. Here's a look at our rainfall forecast. An additional couple of hundredths inches, perhaps up to 3/10 inches, depending on your location if you get under some of those heavier downpours for today. Temperatures for the afternoon tomorrow will be climbing back up into the upper 40s to near 50 degrees in many locations. For Pittsburgh, a little bit higher, 53, 50 in Butler, 51 in Beaver, and 55 degrees down south in Uniontown. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view, and we have a dry day Tuesday at 53 with more showers building in late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Wednesday's high is 52. We do dry things out once again for Thursday. We're kind of in the up and down pattern with rain, no rain, rain, no rain. But Thursday's dry at 64. The lows come up as well. Friday, more rain comes in with 62. Showers and storms potentially over parts of your weekend. I'll have more on the timing of that and the warmth as well in this forecast, what's causing it, coming up in the next half hour.
All right, thanks, Danielle. A local church is refusing to close, and hundreds showed up for Sunday service. How the pastor is justifying his decision to stay open.
Plus, going virtual, the church service so popular, the server overloaded.
There is so much information out there about the coronavirus. At Channel 11, we're here to help make sense of it all with what's happening now.
Here are the very latest numbers.
What will happen next?
Families are taking a huge financial hit.
And how it will impact your life. At Channel 11, we're committed to bringing you every angle.
Health officials say they're trying to help as many people as possible
to separate fact from fiction.
From schools to businesses to sports teams.
And to being a source you can trust for coverage you
Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
With Mass canceled, Catholics are turning to live streaming, but Sunday's Mass in Greensburg was so well attended online that the server actually overloaded. The bishop said 45,000 people were able to tune in for his Sunday morning Mass, but 10,000 were locked out. He expects their audience to keep growing with the start of Holy Week in 2 weeks. The diocese says it is beefing up its computer system, so if you're locked out again, Mass can also be found on the diocese YouTube channel and on their Facebook page.
Hundreds of people gathered over the weekend to worship at a local church, and today they're being criticized for not practicing social distancing. 200 people attended a Sunday service at Word of Life Church in Hempfield. Senior Pastor Tom Walters devoted his sermon to the coronavirus and justified the church's decision to stay open.
We hear of a virus that's coming, okay, and I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. And what we do and what we have preached, now we run and we hide in our houses. I don't get that.
Pastor Walters told our trip partners he will close if ordered by the governor, but said he has faith that God will protect the church from the coronavirus.
A 7-month-old baby in South Carolina appears to be one of the youngest Americans to get coronavirus. We check in with the mother dealing with a scary diagnosis.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop.
As a mom, I know your morning is busy. We're going to give you everything you need, from the breaking news desk to weather and traffic. When you walk out that
Every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
We continue to follow major breaking news. Several members of the state legislature, including Speaker of the House Mike Turzai, are posting on Facebook a stay-at-home order will be issued for Allegheny County at 2 this afternoon, Peggy.
Yeah, Turzai says it's going to go into effect 8 tonight, and it will be in effect for 2 weeks. Under the order, people, though, can continue to work if they are in the life-sustaining business list or they've received a waiver. And the Pennsylvania Health Department just announced more than 100 new coronavirus cases, including many in our area. There are 165 new cases across the state, and another person in Montgomery County has died. Butler County has 4 new cases, bringing the total there to 5. And Westmoreland County has 2 more with a total of 6.
St. Clair Hospital announced changes to its visitation policy over the weekend. Channel 11's Lori Hoy takes us through the new rules.
Under the new visitation policy, St. Clair Hospital is not allowing visitors, but there are some exceptions. The new visitation policy began Sunday morning for this independent hospital, a step to keep patients and staff safe and stop the spread of coronavirus.
I think we're being proactive.
To practice social distancing, I talked to the hospital's Associate Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Mario Fatigatti, via FaceTime. He told me St. Clair's new policy does make rare exceptions for visitors that will be determined by a patient's clinical care team on a case-by-case basis.
The first exception would be under extenuating circumstances, end of life, or if there's a special needs patient.
In addition, in the revised policy, visitation hours will be restricted to 2 two-hour periods, and patients in those areas of the hospital will be limited to 1 visitor per visitation period. That includes the Family Birth Center and Pediatric Unit. The permitted visitors will be screened for cough, fever, difficulty breathing, and asked a series of questions.
Have you been in contact with somebody who's had the virus? Are you ill? Do you have a fever? And again, we then check their temperature.
According to Dr. Fatigatti, the hospital is currently not treating any patients who tested positive for COVID-19.
We've tested patients that have come back negative. We have tests pending. We have the suspicion that we could have some positive patients, but not yet.
St. Clair Hospital's new visitation policy is in effect until further notice. From Mount Lebanon, Lori Hoy, Channel 11 News.
Church closed for services will now be a food distribution site during the coronavirus outbreak. Starting today, Victory Family Church in Cranberry Township will be a drop-off location for people to donate non-perishable food. People in need can also pick up food. It will be delivered right to their cars. The program runs through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The city is making sure senior citizens get the meals they need during the coronavirus outbreak. Seniors who previously got meals at senior centers can pick up to-go meals at 6 sites, including this senior center in Sheridan.
We people don't cook. We depend on their lunches, and this is nice that they're doing it for us.
About 100 meals will be given out every day. Seniors need to be registered for this program. If you want more information, you can reach out to the Agency on Aging.
A 7-month-old baby in South Carolina appears to be one of the youngest Americans to test positive for coronavirus.
And the whole family is now in quarantine. Reporter Shay Simons checked in with the baby's mom.
This is what you'd expect from a 7-month-old. Happy, messy, healthy. That all changed Tuesday when Emmett Doster tested positive for the coronavirus.
He woke up from a nap and got in a fever. So we were just kind of going to play it out and see. But my mom was positive for the virus as well.
So that 104-degree fever landed Emmett at the urgent care.
It's really sad to watch him. He had me poked and prodded so many times in less than 24 hours.
Tuesday's results have the entire family of 5 on lockdown.
My husband and I are both, legal guardians, so we're both under the legal contract from DHEC to stay at home. And of course, so we're all 5 here. They ask us all not to go anywhere since we've been exposed. And I mean, it makes sense because we want to help, not spread the virus.
As of now, Doster's 4-year-old and 2-year-old are not showing any signs of the virus. She's hoping it stays that way.
The kids are not quite, sure and understand why they can't go out, looking at the glass door.
Doster posted Emmett's story to spread awareness Friday, that post being shared more than 40,000 times.
It is very important, especially for, the immune compromised, so it's not really about us, but about everybody else as well.
For now, like the rest of the world, the Doster family is taking it one day at a time.
We're just glad he's at home now, and we're hoping and praying that he doesn't take a turn for the worse.
The family is now under a legal contract with the state to remain under quarantine until April 1st.
Breaking right now, Carnegie Mellon University has canceled its May graduation ceremonies on campus. In a letter to students, the president said the school will virtually confer degrees at the end of the semester. CMU is also considering celebrating students' achievements next year instead, as well as other ways to connect with students over the next few months. The state is trying to help keep everyone safe at the pharmacy, and they're working on remote supervision, so a pharmacist doesn't need to be on site. The state is also making it easier for out-of-state pharmacies to ship drugs to Pennsylvania by waiving certain requirements.
A line of showers is moving through right now.
And meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking that rain right now at Severe Weather Center 11.
It is a gloomy picture out there here today, looking at a cloudy sky with that rain in the area, 43 degrees and a wind chill at 38. Here's the radar. We still have those showers hanging on in eastern Allegheny County, detecting some pockets of moderate rain, and you can see that there. As I expand the view, notice here that we have some heavier rain. Ross Traver, we actually have had some lightning down to the south as well in Washington County. Chartiers getting some heavier rainfall as well as parts of Greene County, and that's going to be pushing off to the east. Steady rain continues for those of you that live in parts of Indiana County, Westmoreland, all the way down toward Fayette County, and that's moving out of the area, out of the Pittsburgh area, continuing to move off to the east. We still have the chance for some showers. That's moving through Beaver right now. Few lingering showers in Butler County, around the Butler area. So we're going to keep that in the forecast. If you do have to head into work perhaps later on today or tonight, you are still working, you'll definitely need that umbrella when you're heading out. I'm going to let you know when all of this rain finally wraps up across the area when I see you back here in just a few minutes.
What do you do when you're stuck at home? The Pennsylvania man who hit the jackpot while self-isolating.
And some banks are delaying credit card and mortgage payments, but there's a catch. We'll explain next.
A special song and a meal to honor police. The local elementary school hosted nearly 20 officers to teach students kindness and an appreciation for law enforcement.
We really appreciate when we are invited to take part in things like this.
Giving back to those who protect and serve makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shop. Covering more news happening in Allegheny County.
More breaking news now. A Channel 11 source confirms Pennsylvania plans to delay its primary election because of the coronavirus. A source in the legislature tells us voting could be pushed from April 28th to June 2nd. Lawmakers are still negotiating the details, and they still have to pass the bill. Anheuser-Busch is stepping up to help meet the growing demand for hand sanitizer. The company tweeted that it will make bottles of hand sanitizer and use its supply and logistics network to help distribute them where they need to go.
If you're experiencing hardship, you can get relief on several different fronts, from your mortgage, your credit card bills, auto loans, small business loans, and overdraft fees. Bank of America says it will provide relief to customers on a case-by-case basis. But you do have to contact them to get the help. Don't just not pay your bill. It's not automatic. If you do qualify, they will defer your payments to the end of your loan and won't report you to the credit bureaus. You will eventually have to pay up, though, so it's really not a good idea to skip the payments if you can afford them. But if you are struggling, the best thing to do is contact them or whoever your lender is and ask if they'll work with you. Under the circumstances, many will. A Pennsylvania man. Go ahead, Gordon.
I could take this. A Pennsylvania man literally hit the jackpot while self-isolating during the pandemic. He made about $278,000 after betting just over $1 over the weekend at an online gambling site. All physical casinos in our area are shut down because of the coronavirus, but online gambling is seeing a surge.
Don't want to see what's happening here happening in the United States.
An American nurse on duty in Italy has an eye-opening warning for people ignoring recommendations from health officials.
And I'm tracking when the heaviest rain moves out of our area, and I have another weather system on the way when more showers and thunderstorms could lead to heavy downpours.
Going to find anything else like the breaking news desk in Pittsburgh. You're going to get breaking news as it's happening.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
That is a resource no one else has. So if you see me on the breaking news desk,
good to be found in times of crisis. And Channel 11 is committed to finding those moments.
First responders on the front line every day.
During this time of uncertainty, Channel 11 salutes the helpers. Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Washington County. Italy is taking more serious steps in yet another attempt to slow the spread of the coronavirus. The government has banned most travel within the country. It is also freezing all non-essential banking activity starting Wednesday. Nearly 5,500 people have died of the virus in Italy. That is more than any other nation in the world. The virus is stretching medical resources to the breaking point. An American nurse is volunteering there in Italy with an organization called Samaritan's Purse.
And she says what she sees in Italy should be a warning to Americans. Julie Wilson reached out to hear her message.
We hear the sirens from the ambulance that picks up the patients and brings them to the hospital all day, all night, constantly.
Right now, Samaritan's Purse has an emergency field hospital set up in the parking lot of Cremona Hospital. That's near Milan. She says that the hospital has 600 beds. All, aside from 100, have been converted for COVID-19 patients. The rest reserved for children and pregnant women. Of those 500 patients, 100 are medical staff that once worked inside the hospital, now battling the disease. The tent she works in has 68 beds.
We're definitely going to fill up.
If you could speak to the American public, to those spring breakers in Florida who refuse to leave the beaches, what would you say to those people?
Really don't want to see what's happening here, happening in the United States. It can happen, and it happens very quickly. It literally was 3 weeks before Italy. From day one to where we're at now has been about 3.5 weeks, and it happens very fast and it multiplies. The restrictions are not placed on the United States out of panic or hysteria. It's a public health strategy.
For volunteers working tirelessly to push back against the pandemic, Nurse Sites asks for your prayers. And,
gosh, do the right things back at home, and that helps us to be able to come home and take care of our families. It's hard to leave a disaster to come to a disaster.
What an important story. Sites have been a nurse now for about 20 years, and she's fought infectious disease around the world.
And she says she's never seen anything quite like COVID-19 and what is happening in Italy.
Well, after that story, this is not what you want to see. Hundreds of thousands of people in Washington, D.C. out and about to see the cherry blossoms. The U.S. Park Service shut down the tidal basin after people refused to follow social distancing advice. The mayor is asking the National Guard to keep people away. These signs have been placed on the National Mall. They say things like follow CDC guidelines, practice social distancing. Police have also closed roads, bridges, and sidewalks. The cherry blossoms reached peak bloom Friday, and they should stay that way for about 10 days.
The NHL season was suspended, so players are finding ways to stay busy at home. New Jersey's Devil defenseman PK Subban got a workout by holding up his fiancée, former Olympic champion Lindsey Vonn.
One more save for the win.
And the Anderson brothers can't keep their competitive spirit quarantined. Mikey and Joey competed in a shootout in their family's garage in Minnesota.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Kind of a gloomy day out there. This is a look at our visible satellite showing those clouds, and it's overcast. Will stay that way through the first part of the day tomorrow. This is a look at our storm tracker Doppler 11 radar here at this noon hour. We still are tracking rain through Beaver and Butler counties. Even have a moderate to heavier downpour that's just north of Pittsburgh right now. Moderate to heavy downpours through parts of Fayette, Westmoreland, Indiana County, southern Armstrong County, and that's going to continue to move east with time and give way to just a few light passing showers once we head toward late afternoon before finally going away. So by late tonight, we are looking at that rain subsiding across our area. As far as the rest of the day, temperature-wise, we're going to be in the upper 40s later on this afternoon, and chilly enough for a jacket if you do have to head out. Tonight, we're looking at 34, so it's going to be a colder night. This morning, we had a low near 40, so 34 tonight into Tuesday morning. Northwesterly winds will be right around 3 to 8 miles per hour, so light winds, and looking at the saturation of the soils could give way to some fog as temperatures cool close to the dew point temperatures overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning. Area-wide low temperatures ranging from 36 in Uniontown to 33 in Washington, 34 in the Beaver area. Here's the forecast for tomorrow hour by hour. 36 at 8 o'clock, cloudy sky, and then giving way to some sun breaking out through the afternoon. We're looking at a temperature in the low 40s by noon, 53 degrees at 5 o'clock. Here's Storm Tracker at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Again, a passing shower. Some of the steadiest rain, as I mentioned, pushing east out of these areas, our eastern counties. So we've got that steady rain here. That moves out. We'll be left with a few passing showers through late afternoon and early evening, and then that will go away, that rain chance. Overnight tonight, cloudy into Tuesday morning. Areas of fog giving way to some sun as we head through the day, so that'll be nice. I know over the weekend, especially Sunday, through most of the day, we are able to open the blinds and get that sunlight into our house. So that was nice and refreshing. So we're looking at the same as we head into late day Tuesday, finally seeing that sun break out. We'll have several rounds of rain as well coming through the week, but the next chance, I think, for the potential for some strong thunderstorms will be as we head into the weekend. We're still timing out this low pressure system and whether it's going to move in Saturday and Sunday. Right now, going with Saturday, which would mean a big warm up as this warm front comes north across the area, which would eventually trigger showers and storms throughout this part of the low pressure system as it moves across. So you're going to see that in the 5-day forecast. Here it is, in fact, so upper 40s today. Can't entirely rule out a little lightning with that steady heavy rain that's moving east out of Pittsburgh. 53 on Tuesday. 52 Wednesday, so showers will move back in Tuesday night into Wednesday. We're dry Thursday with 64. More rain Thursday night into Friday, but it is Saturday right now, the timing of that stronger weather system, which the temperature will push up to near 70 with showers, the threat for some thunderstorms, and then the cold front follows and a little bit cooler for the latter half of the weekend.
Fake online reviews can leave us feeling duped when what we bought turns out to be less than what we bargained for. Our consumer advisor Clark Howard says taking a bit more time before you click to purchase will help.
You and I are so influenced by the stars that we see on a product we're thinking of buying, or a service, or a hotel, or anything like that, that there's so much incentive for people to cheat and post fake reviews. It's been a terrible problem on Amazon. Amazon has tried to come up with a new system to try to prevent so many fake reviews, but just know they're part of the whole deal when you're shopping for anything. So here's what I've learned. Instead of looking to see how many stars or circles or anything like that something has, I read the actual reviews, and that is a bigger influence on me than the stars, because I can spot now pretty easily when there are fake reviews. You can just tell by how negative somebody is or how glowing they are, and you can get to the real truth as you read. Takes more time, but you'll get to the real answer. I'm Clark Howard.
The Pittsburgh neighborhood staying connected with song. Coming up.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coriopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News.
forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Elementary teachers drove through neighborhoods in the West Allegheny School District yesterday to see their students from a safe distance. They honked, they waved, they held signs saying, "We miss you." They traveled the district's bus routes to make sure they didn't miss anyone. With social distancing in full effect, people in Dormont found a musical way to stay connected. Neighbors throughout Dormont stood on their sidewalks last night to sing a few songs, staying a safe distance apart, to sing the Mr. Rogers theme song as well as some Broadway classics.
Actor Anthony Hopkins is among the celebrities entertaining themselves and others staying home to stop the spread of coronavirus. The Oscar winner posted this video of himself playing piano to his cat, Niblo. Hopkins explains Niblo is making sure he stays healthy and demands he entertain him in exchange.
I love it. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy.